Alright guys, it is Goteborg here. We're at the Goteborg race complex with the ROX Mods. We're going to start off and show you guys what one lap is around here. You want to brake just about the moment you get into the Ukraine colored curbs. Make your way over, shift down to third gear for just a brief moment, hit the curbs right. And you're going to make your way over to the hairpin, which connects to the oval section just a bit. So that banking has created some interesting looking lines as you make your way over to the tunnel. This is one of the few tunnels. I think there's only 5 other ones in the entire schedule, maybe even less. But the whole straightaway is about 3/4 of a mile long, and that's not it for it. The little run here, because you go through a high-speed right-hand turn into a left-hand turn. Some drivers that have the cojones to do it may take this section flat out all the way up to this very tight left turn that you just barely want to be braking on. Your car gets very de-weighted, very loose, up into this double apex hairpin. Very weird turn here, as there's now only a little bit left on the entire circuit. Drivers will make their way over just a little left to a hard right sweeper. If you can, you may just about be able to make it flat out, though some may not be able to. So you go into the final turn with a little bit of a weird Sebring style chicane. Drivers now going to be teleported to their cars as they're going to line up at the end of the track. And I've noticed there is no pace car here, but this is mine place, so thankfully I could insert one. So we'll get to that shortly, as qualifying will happen in just a few short moments. Just give me a little bit of time. Okay, we got the pace car. See if it drives. Yes, it does. Alright, we're gonna line up at the end of the pit lane. I'm gonna teleport everyone except for that vent person. I'm gonna reset that vent person. Alright. We could have spectated, let's move out of the way. Alright, everyone make their way over to the end of the pit lane. As you guys know, the order, you can line up any moment. What is it? What is it? What have I forgotten? Is your scheme still not fit because of it? Okay. Whoops. Okay. Okay, good. That's good. Alright. If I could just have you guys line up single file, give each other car length of space, maybe. Unlike the pacing on our ovals, we are going to be doing single file pacing. If you guys can line up properly, please, and not full send. Just try to make your way over carefully. And line up properly. This means you, Jen. Is there anyone that I need to teleport, by the way? And what is it? Do I actually? No. No? Yeah. No, I don't. No, I don't. Oh, did I? I did. It doesn't look too bad though, so it'll work. I'll make sure to fix it though. I'm still dearly sorry. Alright, if everyone could please head to their cars so we can start the pacing process. I believe that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars in the field so far. So that's a pretty decent sized field. So I think everyone's in their cars. We are going to start pacing just in a bit as soon as I can get stuff done. How we do it also, I'd like to add up The leader of the qualifying will determine where everyone else finishes. So say if the leader finishes and the timer goes out, but he still has another lap, everyone else still has another lap too. And likewise, so if he's finished and everyone else is finished behind him. Alright, get into your cars, we're about to start pacing. Pacing out. Cars now making their way out of their pits. So I should have probably turned on my push to talk, but I'll commentate while we're here. We're gonna practice some basic pacing. How I usually do pacing is I do slow motion driving. So I'm gonna go no further than 75 miles an hour. See the entire field all the way back there. One looks to be pretty decent. Love to hear those engine sounds through the tunnel. So you guys will have a pace speed of 60 miles an hour, by the way. Once we get to the point, once we're past the hairpin, that'll be the pace speed will be 60. I'm going to accelerate a little bit faster after that. Alright. Now through the hairpin, going. Everyone else goes 60 miles an hour once you exit. And I'm going to go as far as I can out. Stay at 60, guys. Stay 60. Just gotta get over so I can time this properly. You know, it'll be based by the moment you guys cross the line, by the way. I appear to have some mild issues. Well, oh, there we go. Okay, hold pace, hold pace, hold pace. Green flag. So we're going to be muted for just a second so we can fix our push to talk. You see drivers making their way through. Push to talk is now on, so we can increase our commentary quality. APK drifting all the way around the corner of turn 2. Meanwhile, for the lead of the pack, you can see Twin Turbo V6 right there going through the tunnel now. Fall behind by East. Decent looking line by Twin as well as Perf. We're going to look at our first sectors. First sector is Perf fastest. And he's catching up to East. And we see a bad looking crash. What was that? That is Jen up and over. Thankfully this is qualifying. So he will not count as a DNF yet. But Jesus, that was a bad one. Alright, we're going to have Jen hop out. Jen, please hop out. Sorry, it's the wrong way around, but we're going to go back. Looking at our times, current quick time, Twin Turbo V6, Performance Engineer, would have been quicker, does not count as a time though. So we're now seeing drivers making their way through the first sectors. Twin still ahead. So if you guys flip, please do tell me. As our first sector is Performance Engineer, it is going to be purple on Sector 1. Making its way through to the double Pets hairpin, not too far behind from Twin. Decent looking Sector 2. Twin Turbo V6 looking a little bit stronger though. As East is in third, Shibe in second time wise. Although it's just about to change. As Twin makes his way over to the front stretch. Will make his way across the line. And he goes faster. It is it's not quite track record. He's seen faster. He still goes quick time though. With a 51.950. Performance Engineer in second, and with his his return race, second debut, I should say, is Aiden Braswell, as Shibe is in fourth place. You can also see East, Nar, and Jen. Jen struggling through after flipping his car over, which is a fantastic looking scheme. Fairly soon, qualifying is going to be halfway over. As you can see, Performance Engineer, purple sector 1, inching over closer and closer to toward. He is inching closer to Twin. I can't even speak right now. My excitement is bottled up. As it looks like to the inside, makes its way through to the lead of the qualifying pack. You have Performance Engineer. He will go. It's a new track record for the ROX Mods, 50.628. Performance Engineer. Look at that time. Performance Engineer going to slide himself out. Spins out. As Twin Turbo V6 going to take it back. We only have 2 minutes left. Is Twin going to have anything to show up to Performance Engineer? Does not look quite so at the current moment this lap. Although there's still going to be at least 2, maybe perhaps even 3 more chances to get it through. As Twin spins out to the hairpin. Thankfully this lap does not matter that much. As Aiden Braswell with a decent looking Sector 1. Will he be able to get into the 52's range? Shive with a good looking Sector 1. As Twin is now making its way over through to the line. Only a minute and a half left. Clearly will not be improving. Made his way through turn 1. Performance Engineer now making its way over through turn 3. I confused that for turn 2. I do sincerely apologize about that. As Twin is still the leader. Looking at Sector 1 time. He is green. This could potentially lead to another quick time and another ROX Mods lap record. As Twin makes his way through this really technical turn. Just does it beautifully. Look at that. Could be a little bit tighter through there, although he's carried more speed. Maybe that might be his technique at this time. At this lap. As he makes his way over through the final turn. Now the chicane. Makes his way through to the front stretch. Sector 2 not the fastest. Overall, will it improve though? It will not improve. As it's white flag for Twin and everyone else crosses the line at this point. As East 951 in 4th place. That's a good looking Sector 2. Will improve, but not enough to slide by. That's also a good looking Sector 1 by Jen. As East is as Twin. Look at Twin. That's a beautiful looking Sector 1. As the checkers are out. Checkers are going to come out. Although if you're not done yet, you could keep on rolling until Twin crosses the line. Twin with a decent looking Sector 2. Will it be good enough to take back the lead of qualifying? Or will the pole go to Performance Engineer? All depends. As it makes its way through the front straightaway. Does Twin have it? He does have enough to improve, but not enough to take it. Checkers are out. Your pole position holder is Performance Engineer. Do a cooldown lap. If it can. Performance Engineer does not need to improve, though he is going fast. I think he's decided to roll it, though, this time around. People are now finishing up. There's your qualifying, guys. So, looking at that. The grid is going to be, so when you guys line up, please line up on the left side of the road. It's going to be Performance Engineer at the pole position. Second place is going to be Twin Turbo V6. Not sure if people are all done yet. Although, as of now, Performance Engineer, Twin Turbo V6 in second. Third place, Aiden Braswell. East 951 in fourth. Shy 21 in 5th place. And then 6th place is going to be Novel 05. APK Master 1 in 7th. 8th is Jen Wolfie. And that is your grid. And so there's a car that is stuck. That is Shy. Made the same mistake he did last year. Thankfully, this is only post-qualifying and has nothing to do with the race. I was going to hop down and back in. Alright, line up before the starting line, by the way. Diagonally. And we're going to do a 40-lap race with 2 pace laps. Of course, if there's some reason a need for a caution, we will do a 2-lap shootout. If it is within 2 laps of the finish. Or if we have to take 2 laps to the finish, there will be a 2-lap shootout. But that is, of course, that. Again, line up 45 degrees diagonally. Not like I am, but the other direction. Like this, guys. Like this. Try to give each other about... You guys see how by position I need Performance Engineer lined up like my car is right behind it. Aiden Braswell in 3rd with a pretty decent looking qualifying, actually. Okay, I went all the way up to the wall. Back up behind the wall. But not in any way that, crap. Alright, 5th place, Shy21. Shy, make your way over behind East 951. And Nar is going to be 6th place. 7th place is going to be APK Master 1. And Jen is going to round out the back of the field. Still, overall, everyone seems to be quite stacked up. East 951, if you could go to the right a little. You don't need to redline it. You just need to just like back up slowly. A little more. Yeah. Let me just move myself a little. Okay. East 951, line up back here. And APK switch. Move over here, APK. And Nar back over here. You're too far. Yeah. As Jake and Speedets are 1 are here. I think I'm going to do something and give both of them a chance to start from the back of the field because I'm confident with both of them. They will go on a randomized grid, so we're going to look to see who gets the position out of the two since they literally just came. Be a bit unfair to... Alright, can you guys actually all move back a little? Don't worry, Jake. Don't worry, Jake. Don't worry, Speedy. You guys came just in time. Let me get the orders of you two. It's a grid. Alright, my apologies. We are... Shive has been reset for some reason, so we're going to teleport drive. I want everyone into their cars. We're about to start in just a few moments. God damn it, Shive. You Shive into your car? Everyone else, please stop revving. Please stop revving. Stop revving. It causes lag to do burnouts and everything, so please don't. Alright. Everyone's cars is working now, but that's okay. Alright. We are going to have a 40 lap race. Going to do 2 laps of pacing. Corner cut limit is 20 before you get a 10-second time penalty. And I've forgotten to move this. Okay, so apparently the wash thing doesn't work. So we're going to show you guys what a grid is. Starting in first place, we have Performance Engineer in the 12R. In the second place in the 32 Twin Turbo V6. In his second race in SLC in the 86 is Aiden Braswell. In the 951 Orange and White machine, it is East 951. In the 66 machine for Wolf Team Racing, we have Shibe 21. In the 00, we have Narwhal 05. In the white DGS 24X, we have ABK Master 1. And in the Thek Toge Development 57 TD, we have Jen Wolfie. And then up in 9th place is the 27 DGS Pink Machine T7 Jake. And in the back of the field, we have Speedy XR1 in the blue, white, and red 23 machine. That is your grid for today's race. We are lacking Lemon Bucket and Arisneta, but overall we got almost everyone here today. Is everybody in the field ready? We're gonna reset the corner cuts. What do you mean by your hacks? No. Ayo. Alright, everybody ready? Everybody ready? Okay, Shibe not ready. Holding on, Shibe. Please do not say NR just to say NR. Okay, Jen not ready. East not ready. And Shibe not ready. East ready. Okay, is Shibe ready? And is Jen ready? Shibe ready, Jen? Jen and R. Okay. Cautions are not likely, but they are a possibility. I mean, somebody did flip during qualifying. Alright, Jen, please confirm if you're ready. Also, keep your lights off, guys. I'd appreciate it. Seriously? Why do you guys act like 10-year-olds? No, you guys aren't. You guys are all teenagers and young adults. Alright, Jen, are you ready? Please. We all want this race to get started in a convenient time and finish at a convenient time, so if we could please have confirmation from Jen that he is ready. Okay, Jen, you ready? Okay, go when the person heavy goes. Maintain a pace distance of 3 car lengths. Let's get this done, as Speedy said. Cars now making their way off from the grid. Look at that beautiful sight. If only I could get it. Pace speed is just relative. Maintain 3 car lengths. We're gonna cruise at a nice speed. Again, maintain 3 car lengths. See, feel it all spread out back there. I'm going to slowly cruise down. I've noticed some people have their laps not fit, so I'm going to fit some on the front stretch. Or how about there? Yeah, that'll work. The Speed Hits are 1 having trouble with pacing, so make your way up, Speedy. I'm going to consistently go 60. I'm going to stay 60 till the hairpin. And you guys will stay 60, but I'm going to speed up. Please be gentle with your tire warming. People spun out, and I do not want to have to do another pace lap. Okay, you guys will maintain 60. I need to do, I need to accelerate. So. Okay, hold pace, guys. We're looking on pacing. We're looking pretty darn good on pacing, although in the back could be a little better. Alright, guys. Green flag out here. And I'm going to be watching for jumps. Shive jump, shive jump, shive jump. Green back position. Clear. Alright, back to the front of the field. You can see Performance Engineer at the front. Not too far behind is Twin Turbo V6. And you can see a pretty good sized field today, actually, as drivers now making their way through the tunnel. Speeds are trying to get some more tire warmth, it seems, as drivers are now making their way by. It is a train all the way in the back. Look at that. And there's just action all over the track. T7 Jake in a dogfight side by side between Nodwaller and Jen side by side through the hairpin. But also up there at the front, Shive side by side with ease. You can see Aiden Braswell also in the dogfight for the podium position. As they make their way over to the first lap, on the final turn. First lap complete. Aiden Braswell spins himself out. It's going to be a long road ahead of him. It is possible to make it all back up. What happened to Performance Engineer? Performance Engineer with another issue also. So he's got a lot of ground to make up too. So I didn't see that one, but he certainly did have a big issue. Twin on a good looking cruise here. First corner cuts go to APK Master. What a race this has already been. We've only been through one lap. You can see T7 Jake. You can see Performance and Aiden going by. Speed Hits are 1 there. As meanwhile, back up in the midfield, he's making a move on Nominal 05. It is just action all over the track. You name it, it's there. Jen has moved up to 4th place. Actually, to 3rd. Excuse me. That is 3rd place there for 2nd place for Jen. As something happened to Shive earlier on the lap. I didn't recognize what happened there. And he seems to be very frustrated. I think he hit the wall or something. I can't process what's going on. There's just so much happening today. He's all the way in the back. So Jen is your second place spot already. 420, the gap between him and Twin Turbo V6. I say that's a nice gap. Let's get that gap closed down a little. And we're going to go over and watch Jake. East 951 battling for the third place spot with Nominal 05. And the two of them, I don't think they were expecting to be all the way up here already, but after some first lap troubles between everyone, they've already gotten their position. As Nominal are side by side and gets by East as he gets loose into the final turn. Everyone makes it through nice and clean. Jake in 4th, and then APK in 5th. Actually, 6th place. But Performance Engineer making up ground little by little. And he's inching closer and closer and closer to APK. APK goes wide, and Performance Engineer gets by into the tunnel. Aiden Braswell not far behind, as well as Shy 21. Meanwhile, back at the front, see if there's anything going on with Nominal 05. Nothing going on. I gotta find the battle somewhere. APK Master 1 loose into a very tough place in the track to get out of. That's a high-speed section. Not preferable, although he won't be in last. But he's almost about to be. There's Speed Answer 1 there. It's a tough move, but it's one that can be made up from. As East 951 getting hunted down by T7 Jake. 2 former teammates, 2 former roommates, and potentially 2 former friends. Jake gets loose into the wall hard. That's going to be a very frustrating one for him, too. Everyone has been struggling on this track. This is about one of the hardest tracks on the schedule just because of how bumpy it is. And for some reason on this track, when you get loose, it's not recoverable. Shy is still back there. You can see Speed Answer 1 not far behind. Aiden Braswell up into, I believe, the 4th place or 5th place spot with Jake not far behind. As it's been a brutalist 2 and 3, not a new team, but not too much of a relevant one as of lately. The Sunlight have been performing quite strong. They just need to keep their heads on they need to keep their mouths where the money is and keep sucking on it. Because if they make any mistakes, that could be quite costly. Performance Engineer getting by East 951 for the 4th place spot, as there's Nominal 05 there. Going through the backstretch tunnel. We're currently 5 laps through. As Performance Engineer really go back to the bonus spot. Goes very wide. He's taking that flat out side by side between Nominal 05 and Performance Engineer there. As Performance Engineer is going to get back into a podium at least by the double Apex hairpin. Quarter cuts look like the person with the most is APK Master with 10 halfway to the penalty. I'm going to currently back off for the moment. Adjust my windows, close them up. We are back. The business, it seems, potentially for Performance Engineer, though still 14 seconds basically between him and Twin. It looks like East is starting to catch up little by little towards Nar here. As well as after Shive. Shive, another bit of bad luck. Gets loose into the worst part of the track to get loose at. There might be some adjustments to this corner after this race. He's going to find himself all the way back. 1 lap down, actually. So this race went from decent to great to bad to worse. It is possible to make up that ground, but it is going to be very, very tough. So now Performance Engineer inching closer and closer and closer. Only 12 seconds down from Twin Turbo V6. As it looks like Jen spins out. Jen spins out, keeps going. Not enough to hold off Performance Engineer. Doesn't even need to move an arm to get him out of the way. He just gets by. Then as they're making the way through the tunnel, 7 laps into the race. As APK, 18 laps in, only 2 more and he'll get a 10-second time penalty. And you can see APK there, 1 lap down also. And there's Performance Engineer there. It's been a very tough race for a lot of people today. Twin Turbo V6 drew a lap. I think just about Perf might be within the 10-second gap. He is 7 seconds between the two of them. See, Speedetter 1 and APK, both of them lap cars, both relatively close to each other. As you can now see, watching from Perf, you can see at the front of the field, Twin is just about visible. As E951 and Nar still in a bit of a tight-knit battle almost. Not quite in any position yet. Speedetter 1 loose. Probably going to give a spot to APK from that. So that's at least 8th place. Look at the lap times. Performance Engineer. It is another lap record for Performance Engineer. I don't think I reset the laps, but he still broke it. He's been fast lap after fast lap after fast lap. This guy cannot be stopped. Again, Aiden with some strong performance. You can still see Twin slowly being hunted down closely. So Twin has been strong this race. You can see his teammate Shibe has won the last race at the Super Oval, but not having the most luck today. He will potentially have at least a little bit of a boost over his rival, Arisneta, at least for second place, as there is another hard crash for Shibe 21. So we're now about to approach the quarter way through point of the race. I'm gonna watch over from Twin. Twin now 1/4 of the way through and only a little bit behind. You can see Performance Engineer. As is again a battle between East 951 for the 4th place spot and potentially again. But yeah, from 4th to from 3rd, that's a podium battle. Excuse me. Jen making a little bit of a mistake, cost him a little bit of time. Performance Engineer starting to hunt down. We'll get to that when it happens, as it's been a very, 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 very frustrating race for Shibe there. Just cannot get a grip on this track, quite literally, actually. So there's now cars that are 2 laps down. And we're going to watch from Jen here. Jen in the Marlboro scheme, which does not have a Marlboro livery for Roblox TOS reasons, although it does run Thec, which is an equally addictive substance, an energy drink, fictional. As we're looking at the lead, there is a battle for the lead. Performance Engineer only a little bit behind for Twin. Twin goes wide and back to the lead after his hard mistake at the beginning. Performance Engineer back to the lead. Will Twin have anything to show up? Meanwhile, for the podium, there's still a battle going on between. We're going to go as quickly as we can through this. Performance Engineer getting by. Jen is going to go back into the podium spot. How long is that going to last? Performance Engineer, Nawar, hard to tell. I cannot tell who to watch. I think Performance Engineer has the lead for the moment. That's Novelio 5. Losing a little bit of time there. East 951 maybe hoping to get a little bit off of that. Like a little bit of a bad exit for Jen there. Not enough to get a big difference, but enough to make something. Just the course of a lap, Twin is already a second behind. As that looks like Jen is spun out. Jen going to take away all the way back to the 5th place spot, as your new podium holder is Novelio 5. Hold 20 seconds between these guys and the leader. Alright, if you're not into it, you can pull off the track. This is a very frustrating race, I will admit. And there is Performance Engineer already by. As East 951 gets by Novelio 5. Not quite yet, side by side. Two of them still battling for a position for the 4th place spot. Actually, 3rd podium. I could not even handle myself. Man, I'm a bad commentator. As towards the outside, trying to make a move. East 951. Novelio gets the move back. As holding it still for another lap by. It's going to be Novelio 5, but only by a little, side by side for the podium. As Shibe is in an awkward position on the track. I don't know how he got there. As East looks up towards the inside, makes the move on non-wheel 5. He is now in third. There's a tight knit battle between these two, and I don't think it'll end anytime soon unless something tragic happens. Which, let's get in the corner. That is always a possibility. I'm hoping not for commentator's curse, although if it does happen, so be it. It almost happens. Doesn't happen quite so. Norbert gets a good move. Takes a little bit of a cut. Does not gain much of an advantage, though. As it goes side by side through the double A pads hairpin and out of it. East 951 still in third place. Only by a bit. As Norbert tries to make the move around the inside. Can't get anything to stick. Only for a moment, though. Does get it back. Does get loose. But he's still going to keep his car rolling, I believe. But not in third. East 951 back in the third place spot. There's now a whole 2.5 seconds between Novello 5 and East. East was at podium last race, and he might be hoping for another, maybe even get better if he can. I don't think I see too many other battles in the field. So we're now 15 laps into the race. Performance Engineer already by a whole lap. You can see lap cars there. Aiden Braswell, Shy 21. I believe both on separate laps is still over a lap down. As there's Jake. Jake has spun himself out again. Loses his spot to Aiden Braswell. So that's going to be a bit frustrating for him. It is not impossible to make that ground back up, though. And it's still within reach. What was that? Is Aiden Braswell going to make his way over to the pit lane? Aiden Braswell pulling off a DNFing for the night. As there's another bad day for Shive. And now we're level 5 there. We're now down to, I believe, 8 cars still. So we started off with what we have from qualifying. Still a decent field. So everyone is pretty well spread out by now. Except for the fact, I believe that might be Twin back to the lead. Where did that happen? What did I miss? Performance Engineer probably made a mistake, and Twin is now back to the lead. Out of nowhere. I don't think anyone expected this to happen so randomly, but I guess it is always a possibility. Let's see how long that lead lasts. Only about a second between Twin and Performance Engineer. Little under. Is Twin going to have what it takes? You see that last lap, that was a 58-second lap. Performance Engineer going to have to make up a lot of ground. But that's what it took to get Twin back to the lead. It's both of them making very aggressive lines through the high-speed sweepers here. Sweeper S's, should I say. As it looks like the faster of the two has been perf, but only by a little bit. It is a little bit inched up. As East 951 and Narwaller both back at it. Though we're going to watch Performance Engineer and Twin here. It's only 5 cars still on the lead lap, I believe. As Perf gets blue, saves it. Great save by Performance Engineer there. Keeps his car rolling. And he's been strong. But that's going to be a little time lost, but more time for Twin to lead the race. As we're 2 to the cross flags. 2 being 2 laps. That's a decent looking gap. There's a half car. Shibe. Shibe, are you pulling off? Or are you trying to stay AFK? You can pull behind the tires if you don't want to race. Right. A little rundown for Shibe. Keeps on rolling. Yeah, it's probably been a very frustrating time for him because he's his smoke from his tires. As performance engineer, is he back to the lead? Yes, he is. So it appears last lap, that time I was with Shy. Twin, or maybe the lap before that, Twin made a bit of a mistake. Oh, he made a mistake on the first turn. I do sincerely apologize about missing that, but performance engineer back to the lead. So we're going to look at East 951 since he's with a battle. You can also see Jen not far behind, so these three have been battling all day for the podium. There's only about 2 seconds between the two of them, and not far behind you can also see performance engineer make his way over through turn 1. But for the podium, only about a bumper between Novel 05 and Speedy and East 951. Nar tries to make a cut through the inside, won't make anything stick. He's probably trying to make a flat out drive. Novel 05 tries to take the inside out. He does take the inside out. He spins out. Clips the wall on the W Pets hairpin on that curve there, and that's a frustrating mistake. All this progress all the way just to get back. Performance engineer has flipped over. Oh my god, that is going to be a yellow flag. Race back once Twin is over. Oh my god, I did not expect that move. That is not the first time the leader has choked heavily. Oh wow. Wow. That is bad. Alright, Twin, slow down, slow down, Twin. Everyone behind Twin, slow down. We're gonna give everyone's laps back. I think, yeah. What the heck happened there, Perf? Did you clip that? So we'll get to that after the race. Speedy. I'd like to also mention we're over halfway through the race. Oh, that is like the worst part of the track to suffer a crash. Jeez, that is brutal. That is a brutal crash. Also, Shy with the 10-second time penalty, 4 to the nets. Just gonna let cars get in. Everyone, please line up by order. I'm going to increase speed. Jake can overtake the pace car and get his lap back. Everyone else just try to file back in. And Speedy gets our one. Shy, you guys stay there. Jake, you can overtake me. Okay. Oh, fuck. Keep going. I'll just get back. Alright, everyone into their positions. You guys are not in your positions. Twin at the lead, Jen in second, East in third, Nar in fourth, Jake in fifth. Well, Perf was in sixth, but not anymore. Shibe in last. So we're now down to 7 cars. So please, speed SR1, back up. All the way to the back. Alright, you're good where you are. Alright, try to stay 60, guys. Try to stay 60. Cuts are still cuts. You went off the track, so. Alright, we're going to go green this time by. And we'll fix all the laps too. Okay, all laps are fixed. We're down to 7 cars, so 7. Alright, I'm gonna start accelerating. Maintain 60 miles an hour. Oh, wait. Fuck, shit. Fuck. We will not go green this lap. I forgot there was a car still there. No. One more yellow. Fucking forgot. Okay, we're gonna go like a pace speed. I'm gonna increase pace a little though. I'll fly you. Actually, you can fly your car out. That fits it. Tell me if you've flown it out, so I could, roll with it. Now, shive with a 20-second time penalty. Next time is the DSQ. Okay, we're clear. We will be going green this time. Please maintain 60 miles an hour. Just... yeah. Maintain 60, guys. My apologies. No, I had my screen completely froze, and if anyone jumped, they could have just jumped the entire field. I couldn't be able to tell. That's why I called the yellow. Oh, we're having lag. And you guys were also not. You guys need to go 60 studs per, or 60 miles an hour, not follow my pace. Okay? When we cross the hairpin, you guys are supposed to go 60. You're not supposed to follow me. So that I was also going to call it for that because you guys are going too fast, not giving me time to review. So maintain 60. I will be watching you shut. Okay, we should be good to go green. So let me just watch you guys. Steady pace, hold pace. Hold pace. Green flag. He's shot. Back up. He's shot. Fucking hell, I can't tell this. Okay, cleared. Freaking lag spike. I do sincerely apologize. Before the lead, Jen and Twin very close there. Aziz is in third, Jake is in fourth, but in position to get third. Meanwhile, at the front for the lead, Jen tries to take the inside, can't get anything stick quite yet, but he's just there, it gets loose. And that is going to be all the way back. And a lot of ground to make up. Meanwhile, for second place, Shive start was jump, go to the back of the field. Slow down your car, Shive, you jump the start. Okay, you're clear to go once Speedy gets by. That's why you don't jump starts. As it looks like it's a little bit of frustration for Speedy. Still going to get by. Or Shive's still going to get by. And it's side by side between Jake and Ease for second place. Jake gets the move, but how long is that going to last? Ease tries to take the inside away from Jake. Jake with the outside tries to get more speed potentially. He has to make the way through the tunnel. Taps the wall on the exit. As it looks like for the inside, for a bit there. Oh my goodness, that is Jen sliding through. We have a three-way battle for the second place stirring up here. As Shake is going to lose the spot to East. Goes back all the way up to the fourth place. As Jen tries to make the move on the inside of the S's, of the sweeper, into the final turn. East taps the wall and then back up at the front. Jen in second, not by much. T7 Jake not far behind, just on his bumper, has made the way through turn one. East not far behind in fourth. Tries to see if he can make anything work. Can't do much as Jake peeks towards the outside. Can't do anything yet, but he's still right on his bumper into the tunnel. That is a great battle that stirred up there. I think it's just about over, but they're all closely knit behind. Twin Triple V6 now dominating this without really much of anyone to challenge him. But Jen has made his way up through the field and has done adequately decent laps. As there is that is East 951 now by Jake for the podium spot. Not long though. Jake gets a good run on the final turn through the chicane and now on the front stretch. Only 0.2 of a second right behind, and even less as he's on his bumper, making his way through turn 3 off the banking. East gets a good run off the banking, and now to go into the tunnel. Looks like East might be catching up a little bit of ground on Jen there. And so looking at cuts again. Speed at turn 1 closest nets 10-second penalty. As there's Jake spinning out. That is his hopes of a podium for now. It might be possible, but it's going to take a lot of work. He has recovered quite well though. Although he's put behind all the 5. So from battling for second all the way back up to 5th place, it's going to be a little bit of a frustrating race for him. Oh, there is Nar loose. Nar gets loose. Jake gets by back into 4th place. There's a good looking gap there between him and East. Not so much a big gap between Jen and East though. Jen not far ahead. Only about less than a turn. See both of them on frame pretty much the whole time now. I believe that East has been making up ground little by little. Might just about make it. He does make it. Jen is loose. And I might even get as far as Jake getting by. Not quite so. But still up to 2nd place is East 951. We are already under 10 laps to go. East 951 loose, and now there's his podium once again. Or that's his 2nd place. Jake is not far behind now from East. They're switching back and forth, back and forth. This is a game of whack-a-mole, not racing. That's that's Jake not far behind. I really do hope I have not muted it good. Oh, there is East 951 loose. Almost, he ran too hard. Runs up the wall. And now Jake is back to the podium. There goes East all the way from 2nd this lap, all the way back into 4th. That is a little frustrating, admittedly, but it could be worse. As there is now 33 laps in, that is 7 to go for Twin Triple V6. T7 Jake. It's probably the guy we want to watch from. Although Sweet SR1 still ahead of Shibe legitimately, let alone with the penalty that Shibe has. Shibe actually with only 11 to go, as Speedy's going to run wide and tap the wall a bit. Bit of frustration. As T7 Jake still ahead, you can see Twin there. These are kind of singled out, got a little bit more playing. I didn't quite expect, of all people, performance to have such a big crash. That was brutal. And if I find a recording of it, I'm gonna show you guys post race, because like that. Yeah, that had to have been a very violent crash. East 951 not far behind from Jake. We're 6 to go, running over closer and closer to the white flag. And Jake seems to have the podium pretty confidently for now. I don't think he's in range of Jen, unless something happens with Jen. You can see Shibe there, back again. And he's 1 lap down. Shibe looking on cuts. Only person with the penalty is Shibe. He's got 8 to go. Five laps to go. 5 laps. Twin Turbo V6 looking on a cruise to the finish. A whole almost 20-second gap. Although it might still be a bit of a battle for the 3rd place between the 27 pink and black DGS machine of T7 Jake and the white and orange 951 of East. Yeah, that was almost a cinematic looking spin there by Shibe. Looks like Jake has been looks like he's been longing at least for another podium. Can't quite get what he got last time, although I do believe Jem with a good redemption arc had a lot of problems at the beginning of the race, all the way up to 2nd place. There were 4 to go. There's a flag. Hey, look, flag. When things get a little boring, you kind of start to figure things out on the track more than you would like to know. It's not the biggest gap between East 951 and Jake. You might be able to hunt him down if something happens. Though so far things have been singled out. Twin, you got 3 laps to go. Twin 951 last race had a pretty big spin, but we're looking at this battle between the two of them, starting to stir back up again between Jake and East. But Twin basically finished last of drivers that finished in the oval race, which probably wasn't preferable. Shibe has done pretty much the opposite, so this has been a bit of a frustrating race, although Twin might be able to make up. Maybe we'll see next race Shibe might do that. Gap between them hunkering down just a little bit more. You'll see Twin make his way across the line. 2 laps to go for Twin Turbo V6. East 951 inching closer and closer and closer to the podium. Though we're getting close there. It would have to take something very bad to happen to one of the drivers in order for there to be a caution. Although there's, in the background, you saw Nobbler 05 spinning out, so he's going to lose that any chance of 4th probably at this point around this late in the race. There's still a little bit of a tail chase between East 951 and Jake. They are getting closer and closer and closer. Not anymore. And there's East 951 spinning out. And there goes his dreams of a podium unless something happens. Although looking for Nar, this is a new opportunity. As Twin makes its way over, white flag in the air for Twin Turbo V6. Nar 05 will find himself 1 lap down in the 5th place spot. So we're going to watch over from from Twin right here. Twin, having struggled all throughout last race, probably didn't even think I had a chance at this race after Performance Engineer's dominant racing. But Performance Engineer will be probably the first driver in SLC to get both the pole and the quick time. Doesn't look like Twin has what it takes. Makes its way through the double apex hairpin one last time. Now through the last sweeper into the final curve. Making the way over through the final curve. Now through the final curve, through the chicane. We have your winner with this redemption arc. Twin Triple V6, still at it. Twin Triple V6, your winner. Make a cool down lap, please, if you can. And of course, we're going to watch from Jen. Jen in the second place spot with some lag. Makes his way through the hairpin. Once you guys are across the line, you guys are done, by the way. So Nobbler and Speedy, you guys are done. Do not go for more laps. As coming to second place, we have Jen. And in third, it's a little bit of a battle, but not too much. In third place, it's going to be T7 Jake. So that rounds out your podium. We're going to see East951. Probably your last finisher. I don't know what the status of Shibe is. Shibe not far behind. So, Twin, if you could let Shibe by. As Noveler of 5 made his way through. Twin, can you not cross the line? Please don't cross the line, Twin. Just park your car at the end of the pit lane. Thank you. Don't cross the line, Twin. Right, made his way over, rounding out the 7th finisher of the day. It's been a very long struggle, though. Did he get disqualified? Yes, he did. 61 corner cuts. Too much bad luck. Finishes DSQ. Well, we have your top 3. That is Twin Triple V6, Jen, and T7 Jake. I want to see if you guys want a interview, any of you 3. Alright, Twin, how about you? Before we do the podium. Did Twin leave? No, he did not. Twin does not want an interview, does not need many words to take an interview. Alright then, Jen, that is your chance. Alright, Jen,
Oh.
P2 redemption arc, I'd say, from last race.
Yeah, of course. I'm pretty happy for this one, despite like having my wisdom teeth cut off it yesterday. And I don't know, I've been thrown into a lot of scenarios. I feel every time I do a ROX Mod race, it's always been fun. Yeah, I do agree that like last race that I did, my first official race, I did choke a bit on the halftime. Thankfully, I took it easy for the last few laps because I was aware of that. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to match up to Twin's pace throughout the whole race. I was like a second behind each sector, but still happy with what I got. Second place is not too bad, especially for my second official race. And yeah.
Awesome performance overall by Jen here. I like your skiing, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. You made it for me in short notice. I really want to thank you for that.
That's a very nice Thek Toge Development 57 TD Marlboro skiing car.
Yeah, I'd have to represent my CC that I own.
I was about to, I'd like to mention Thek is an equally addictive substance, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite addictive to just, launch people off their cars with the Thek spray. Would agree on that.
Yes, it is. Alright, T7 Jake, you can unmute yourself if you want an interview. We'll get to the podium right after you. Then we'll do the rest of the interviews. Of course, that's if you want an interview. Okay, no interview for Jake. We're going to go straight to the podium. And we got your order. That is Twin Turbo V6, Gen, T7 Jake, East 951, Narwhal 05. Speed hits are 1 Shibe, and everyone else is a DNF. So let's Now, please stand off the podium. Thank you. Alright, if you're going to do a pose, do in 3, 2, 1. Alright, that is your podium. So, you guys that have been in the podium, you are free to leave. Although, stick around if you do want an interview. I'm actually curious about Performance Engineer. There's a little bit of solder at the podium. Performance Engineer or Speediator 1, does anyone have a recording of that crash? Because I'd like to see that. Maybe put it up on the stream. No. So, no clips by anyone? Alright. That sucks, but, okay. Okay. That's a track that if you spin, it's gnarly. If you're pushing as hard as you can, spins are very bad. Alright, well, we're going to interview, East 951. You want an interview. And no trash talk. If you get a trash talk, you'll get a penalty. I'm not going to specify what the penalty is, but you don't want it. Okay. This time, being able to be heard. Not quite on the podium, but almost had it. Yeah, East 951. Alright, East 951. Didn't quite get the podium today. Had it last time. You were looking good.
I don't care. I'm so happy tonight. I was in third for something like 25 laps, and then there was like 5 or 6 where I was in second, but then Jake and Jen caught up to me because I crashed, which was a bummer. But then I just kind of made a deal with myself because me and Jake were fighting for third. I figured I'd just go all in, and if I crashed, I crashed, and if I didn't, but no, it was a great night, and wasn't left in the dust. So good night. Thank you, Robo. Great hosting.
Thank you for coming over. Alright. Up in, I believe, the net spot, finishing in the 5th place spot. I mean, yeah, 5th place. Is Narwhal 05. I'll be unmuting you, Nar, if you want to speak.
Oh, a quick question. When's the stream going up tonight?
It's already going up.
Oh, fuck. Perfect.
I choked. Big time.
Still a solid race.
Point, I just started spinning repeatedly.
I saw that, yeah. This was a very frustrating race for a lot of people. I think it had to do with the track surface, because it's...
Yeah, it's really bumpy around some parts. I don't think I spun there during the race. It was all mostly either the first section of turns or the last section of turns, where the barriers were real close.
I saw a couple of your spins on the hairpins.
Also, I have to say, Shibe, you pace awfully.
Wow, Flack. I see. Well, overall, nice performance, Nar. Glad you came, and I'm actually pretty proud of your finish.
Thank you. I could have done way better though. Like, at the beginning of the race, I was heading for like third because it looked like I may be able to beat Jen because I was outpacing him in some parts, but then I just threw at the end. So, overall, kind of disappointing for me. But
Thank you, Nar.
Check. It spun me out like 6 times.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna view one more guy. I don't think I want to review Shive. I've heard the things he has to say. I also don't think he wants to review. Speed answer at 1. Technically still the last of finishers, but decent performance actually. You were ahead of a pretty good amount of people throughout the race. So bring me through that one. That was actually a solid race. Yes, I can.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was doing something.
No
It was
issue.
a good race. Pretty good race. I mean, can't believe I beat Skype for the second time at a row at this track. I'm hoping that next weekend, since I have a team now, hope that my second driver does well at the oval track than me.
Was
Because-
that next week?
Yep, next week is like Egg Oval, I think.
No, it's not. It's in a couple weeks though. So I know your guy doesn't want to do the road courses. I do suggest trying to convince him, just because of the benefits of at least learning how the cars, drive. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how you've been doing lately, and things might just about work out for you.
Yep, it's just good racing from me today. I try to do better pace since I had less practice and time. But yeah, it was a good result. I'm not gonna lie, just hope that the oval tracks get me a better result, because that's where I'm mainly good at. On the short tracks, the very short ones. But yeah, so I'm gonna go eat me something, and thanks for having me tonight.
No problem. Thanks for coming. Alright, I believe that settles everything unless Shive wants to be chill. And what about you, Shive? I'll give you a chance. You don't want Okay. Okay, I can understand that reaction. That's okay. He's quite angry, and I understand that. That had to be a very frustrating race. Doesn't take you any closer, doesn't take you any further than Eris was, though, so that's the bright side. So, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go over the points. Oh god, I'm gonna be killed by Jake. I'm literally like flying still. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come for me. Come on, man. Come on. I'm literally approaching you. I'm trying to approach. Boy. I'm trying to approach you. Boy. Are you? This man is literally trying to move away. You're not gonna kill me that way. Alright. Do you actually want to do an interview chat or not? Chat, okay. Well, that was a very frustrating race, and I can understand the frustration with the penalty. But you did have a win last time around. Maybe you might be trying to see if you get a redemption arc next time around. I believe it is Lakeside Castle Raceway we're racing next, if I'm correct. The funny track. We're going to do a brand new layout, actually, for all of you guys that's never been done before. And I will actually show you guys the layout in VC Test after this is done. After I finish the stream. No, you won't. You shall not. I have no money. Totally. It's not. I should have said it was, though. No, actually, if anything, the layout is more. The new layout is actually, in my opinion, it's not. It's not the GT layout. GTI cars can't work in it because there's no pit lane. But the does APK want one? Sure, we'll get some of the GNF drivers. But it is actually, in my opinion, it's more like an actual racetrack layout.
Bro, can you take away Jake's mod? He's massive.
Oh, you can only hear me on the stream. I see. APK, how about I interview you? Didn't finish today, but had a decent performance while it lasted. Coming around next week?
I don't even know, honestly. Really put anything together. Practice most of the week. Car couldn't perform in the race. It just happens every week. Come out, show up. Car doesn't do anything but during practice.
Well, you'll be getting a new car for next week, so let's see how that one goes.
Hopefully it's better than the current one we have. We're literally running like Hornet, honestly, compared to the other guys out here.
Damn. Yeah. Hey, don't worry, man. We'll have you a car set up next week. That'll be good.
Yeah.
You set up exactly how you like it, okay?
Robo, can you
Wait
give me
for
temp mod?
short ovals, especially the one in the hometown track.
It is gonna be actually a new layout for everyone. Never touched before. It's gonna be a stock car layout at Lakeside Castle Raceway. So it's gonna be new grounds, and I think everyone will have to adapt to it. There's not gonna be anyone with any experience on this circuit. Other than people that did the karting stuff, maybe a little. But that was the tank chassis. So, this layout is gonna be lit, alright? TLDR. I think you'll do good. Is there anything you'd like to add? Any questions, my friend? I assume not. Okay. I'm going to leave, and I will do the points real quickly. Quick time and pole is performance engineer. Still DNFs, but gets 3 points. Alright.
I need temp mod, Robo. No, you knew.
Hehe. Alright, so we're going to update the points real quickly. I'll show you guys what the current point standings are. So they've been updated and a little different than you guys might remember, actually. Let me just get the standings going. I don't know why my display capture isn't working. Let's see if this works. I'll make a new one. No, it doesn't. Crap, man. I don't know then. But I'll get out the points for you. Things have been moved up. Your leaders are still the leaders. Twin Triple V sits leading the overall standings with 193 points. Ares Netta not showing up today in second overall with 164. Shab not going to make any points today with the DSQ. So he's going to stay at 137. So they're not going to have their points updated. Oval Championship is led by Twin. Shibe in second by only about 27 points. So that can be a gap still made up. And Twin Triple V sits leading the road course standings and will lead more as he's going to have 83 points now. It's going to be absolutely dominant. So let me get this finish ready so I could see who finished where. Let's up to date some comments. Okay. Twin Turbo V sits in, so he's going to get 20 points. Jen is in second, so he's going to get 18. So let's do those. Give me a bit. I'm going to update the points. Jake in third. So he's going to get 16 points. Puts him in at 49. And in fourth place, we're going to have East 951. East was at 26, so that 14 is going to put him up to 40. And then finishing fifth place was Narwhal 5. Narwhal 5 is going to receive 12, so that's going to put him 38. Sorry, my room is very hot. I'm currently trying to... Alright, so with performance gain at DNF, that's going to put 22. Speedy at R1 in 6th place, that's going to add 10 points, puts him at 31. So we're going to update the points a little. And Shy moves all the way back in the Road Course Championship to 7th. Okay. Actually, I stand corrected. He goes to 6th place in the Road Course standings. I don't think he's moved back any in the overall, though. I'm going to check. Alright, well, we got the Road Course standings finished. With 83 points, Twin Turbo V6 takes first. With 54, in second is Aris Netta. Third place taken by T7 Jake, 49 points. Fourth place, East 951 with 40 points. Fifth place, Novelero 5 with 38 points. Sixth place, Shive, 21 with 34. Jen Wolfie in 7th with 32 points. Speedy R1 in 8th with 31. Performance Engineer in 9th with 22. In 10th is Jack Pro PC. 10th is Jack Pro PC. 11th is Sublide. Rebel Mesa is 12th, so myself. 13th Lemon Bucket with 1 point, although everyone else has been pretty much the same. I think I kind of screwed up with the points, but so be it. I didn't screw the points itself, I just, so Twin Turbo V6 is going to start with 193 overall points, adding up 20. That puts him to over 200. So he's now at 213. Second place, Aris Netta probably will stay in second. Third, Shy. And East 951 with a 4th place finish, going to add 14 points. So we're going to add those up. And we're going to have 111 points for East 951. Inches a little bit closer to Shive. Shive with the DSQ does not get any points. Will stay 137 points overall. Lembucket 45 does not change. Thomas GTPN does not change. And actually, I kind of messed up when doing the points last night. It seems just a little bit, so that's okay. T7 Jake in 3rd place will get It starts with 77. We'll get 16. That's going to put him at 103, I believe. 93. 93 points. Brain. Did I even update? I didn't update performance engineer, so I'm gonna performance engineer is gonna get 25 points. Let's not move up any spots. Actually, 24 points. 24 points. My bad. Where did I put him? Where did I put him? Crap. Oh, there it is. It's a perfect 24. Not bad. Jack Pro does not move up or down since he did not race. We're going to go back to where we were. Narwhal 5 and with 14 points. Gets 72 points. Speed hits are 1, gets 10 overall, so that puts him at 36. Performance engineer gets 18 points, which puts him at about 44 points. So we're now going to organize everything on the overall standings, and we'll get to them very shortly. I cannot put them on the screen, but I will read them out loud for those that can't see. Although I will I'll link it up in the description actually, for all the standings. So if there's any fans serious about the championship, I don't know if it would be. You guys will get to see what's going on. Okay, we're gonna organize the standings. I believe all of them are completed, right? Yeah. No, we gotta get the DNF points, right? APK Master 1 is DNF, and Soup. So Aiden Braswell with Soup. So where's APK? There he is. 3 starts, 3 DNFs. Yeah. It's frustrating to have. So looking at the standing sets. Oh, crap. No, we got everything right. Okay. I think that's everything. So yeah, at this point, I just need to organize. Right? Yeah. So Jake overtakes Lemon Bucket. Narwhal overtakes Thomas GTPN. Any big points boosts? No. Okay, so we're just gonna fix our order up a little. Okay, once again, we'll read out the standings. Everything is ready. We're going to start off with the real course standings. Twin Turbo V sits in first with 83 points. In second place, Eris Netta, 54 points. Third place, T7 Jake with 49 points. Fourth place, East951 with 40 points. Fifth place, Narwhaler 5, 38 points. Sixth place, Shab21 with 34 points. Seventh place, Jen Wolf with 32 points. Eighth place, BDXR1, 31 points. Ninth place, Performance Engineer, 24 points. 10th place, Jack Pro PC with 20 points. 11th place, Supply with 18. 12th being myself with 16 points. 13th being Lundberg with 1 point, tied with APK Master. Also 1 point. Okay. Now we're going to do the oval standings real quickly before we do the overall standings real quickly, just so we could get things done. And just so I can have you guys update, because things have changed a little bit. Twin Turbo V sits in first with 130 points. And second is Shive21 with 103. And in third place is Eris Netta with 90 points. Fourth place is Lone Bucket 45 with 77 points. Fifth place is East951 with 71 points. Sixth place Thomas GTPM with 64. Seventh place is T7 Jake with 44 points. Eighth place is Narwhaler 5 with 32. Ninth place is Griffin Lever 53 with 22 points. 10th is Matthew with 16. Matthew 2627. I do not know if they're racing again, but oh well. 11th place is Jen Wolfie with 14. Had a single debut race last weekend at Goteborg. And 12th place is It's Beast with 10 points. 13th place is Speedy SR1 tied. Actually, no longer tied. 13th place is Speedy SR1 with 5 points. In 14th place, we have APK Master 1. And then in 15th for the rest of the field, with the exception of Kagger, in 15th place, all tied, Chico, Missouri, Multi-Beagle Dude, all with 1 point for 1 DNF. And for ADSQ, we have McCagger in 16th place. Actually, wait. No, I can't count. In place for the ovals, we have McCagger. Alright, looking over to the overall standings, this is potentially the most important standings. With 213 points, Twin Turbo V sits. In second place is Eris Netta with 164 points. Shibe in third, 137 points. In fourth place is East951 with 111 points. Fifth place is T7 Jake with 93 points. In sixth place is Lundberg 45 with 78 points. In seventh place is Narwhaler 5 with 72 points. In eighth place is Thomas JGPN with 64 points. In ninth place, Jen Wolfie, 44 points. 10th place is Speedy SR1 with 36 points. In 11th place is Griffin Lever 53 with 22 points. In 12th, and actually with the switch to a position, I do apologize, I am back. In 11th place is Performance Engineer with 24 points. In 12th place is Griffin Lever with 22. Little mistake by me, but that's why we are reviewing this right now, so we can make sure things are right. In 13th, Jack Pro PC with 20 points. In 14th is Supply with 18. In 15th, tied with myself is Matthew2627 with 16 points, both of us. And in 17th place is It's Beast with 10 points. In 18th, APK Master 1 with 3 points. In 19th, all tied throughout the back, is Tico, Missouri, Multi-Beagle Dude, and McCagger, all with 1.4 GNF, as well as Aiden Braswell. And then McCagger at the bottom of the field, actually for... But McCagger actually was 0 points for a DSQ. Alright guys, that's everything. I couldn't quite get that incident, unfortunately, but we tried our best. It's been a great race. A decent finish. Probably could have been better, although I will say there's been some comebacks. And hopefully next week we'll see some more. Or is it the week after? It's the week after. 2 weeks from now. My apologies. So that ends the stream. I am sorry for the time that has been wasted for the people that have stayed this long, but for those that have, congratulations. If there's anyone, I don't. Let me check the chat. Is there anyone? Hi, Nar. Okay, so there is one, and also I see there's another person there. All right, so there is some people there, but we see me. Did the stream just start? Obviously, some great characters there. Thank you guys for coming over to race. Oh god. Oh god. Hits the camera. Alright, well, for anyone that watched, I appreciate you guys. So, see you guys later. Please invite me. We even dropped her. Alright, that should end this video. Thanks for watching. It is bullshit.